talk about leaving your job to go start a nonprofit that would be focused on opportunity zones, which no one had heard of, sounded absolutely crazy.
So I did Teach for America in one of the most rural and impoverished counties in Alabama. I mean, that experience was incredibly eye-opening for me to see how hard parents worked just to make sure there was food on the table.
Many of our neighborhood corridors are blighted, and we have a 42% poverty rate for families with children.
I think we were at a stalemate for at least 20 years.
So Alabama's lacked access to capital for low-income places for decades. So the question has always been how we mobilize infrastructure around that to solve it. And I wanted to figure out if there was something that could be done at a more systematic level. The idea for Opportunity Alabama came about because, my daughter Maggie was born. So I was just up for, 10 hours a night and stumbled across Opportunity Zones. I immediately printed it out, read it, and started drawing a diagram. Okay, well, this is the missing equity solution. Opportunity Alabama is the economic development engine for Alabama's low-income places. Period, full stop. The fuel that drives that engine is Opportunity Zones. It finally gave us the missing link for having a conversation that we needed to have for 25 years.
We have more collaboration than we've had, I know, in my adult life. Bringing all those people to the table at the same time to think about how might we drive new investment here, but do it in a way that is inclusive to all the people within a community. We have an opportunity right now. What we do in the next 2 to 3 years, I think, in Birmingham is going to determine the next 20 years in Birmingham.
I mean, you've got a $12 million senior care facility in Heflin, Alabama. Population 3,500. That would have never happened absent Opportunity Zones.
This project stands to have a huge impact. I think it's just a shining example of what Opportunity Zones can do for a rural community.
It actually created a new reason to go talk to people with money about putting their money in their own backyard.
I don't know how many people tell me, "What are you doing? What are you doing?" And I would be like, "Bud, we're gonna make apartments here." They're like, "You're crazy, man." This building sat dormant for a while. We put all this together with the Opportunity Zone Fund, and it's been like the mayor's office, the city, everybody just came out and said, "Let's build this building." I really have a passion to give back to the community so they can live here and they can make this city grow to its full potential. I want to provide housing for some of our veterans. I want to provide housing for some of our seniors. Wait till you start to see little families come in with kids. When you start to see that, you remember Ed Ticelli, okay? Because that's coming, buddy boy. Then you're going to start to see a community grow and prosper.
What really gives us hope is the next wave of projects. How can we make those projects more impactful thanks to our intervention and thanks to the ecosystem that we've built?
Thank God for Alex Floxbar and Opportunity Alabama. You do things to communities, you are imposing your will on them. If you do it for them, you create dependency. But when you do things with communities, you empower the community.
I've never met a guy like Alex. That guy is on it, and his life is about change. You get 10 more Alexes in here, this city's gonna bust out.
When I think about how we can affect change with the tools that we have, when we pull together and try really hard, I have to believe that we will be successful in changing economic outcomes for all of the people of Alabama. I have to believe that.